How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 17 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we are going to be taking a look at the evidence for Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because there is all of this evidence supporting their inclusion, that does not mean they are 100% guaranteed to make it in, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you'll find a link to the original PowerPoint in the description bar down below, and now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this information came from. So guys, this information was actually sent in to me by one of my subscribers who made the PowerPoint, named LH. So special shout out to you, LH, this is a great PowerPoint, and I'm so happy that I get to cover it. So guys, if you guys want to say thank you to him, I will pin his comment in the description bar down below with his channel so you guys can go check him out. And now, with all of that actually out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the evidence for Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The substantial evidence. First of all, the Banjo and Kazooie franchise recently had its trademark renewed by Nintendo of America. I doubt Nintendo would have used this to make a new game for the company since the last Banjo Kazooie game was Xbox exclusive, which probably means the next game will be Xbox One or whatever the next Microsoft console is exclusive. And the N64 Classic is not happening for now. They wouldn't sell any merchandise if they aren't making a game, and an amiibo is probably the only exception for this in a Smash amiibo. Last of all, the only legitimate reasons for this is an amiibo and a Smash inclusion or a game for a potential Nintendo 64 Switch Online, which could happen, or a new game perhaps for some merch. So guys, as he just said, Banjo and Kazooie's trademark was in fact just recently renewed, and because we know that the Nintendo 64 Classic is definitely not happening, the only reason it would make sense for them to have trademarked Banjo and Kazooie is because they wanted to sell merchandise in the form of Banjo and Kazooie's amiibo. The substantial evidence part 2. This is probably the most substantial evidence of all. There is no denying that Banjo and Kazooie have moveset potential. It is literally all there, and with Banjo Kazooie originating on the same console as the original Smash, the movements and controls will basically be right at home. The neutral B could be Kazooie charging eggs, and the longer it's charged for the type of eggs change from ice eggs, normal eggs, or fire eggs, and the like. The down B could be Kazooie carrying Banjo for more speed, and the up B could be Kazooie flying while lifting Banjo. It's all there. So as you guys can see in the top right corner, we actually do have this little layout of what their moveset could be. So if you guys can't really see it, once again, I am going to be leaving a link to this PowerPoint in the description so you guys can go ahead and read all about this there. The substantial evidence part 3. Phil Spencer, the owner of Xbox, who has ties with Microsoft, who has ties with Rare, has stated in tweets that he would be fine with Banjo and Kazooie in Smash. He has stated this twice. Once during Smash 4 DLC speculation period, which is where we are now during Ultimate, and Smash Ultimate's reveal, which is in the game in question. So the first quote he says is, "I think it would be cool if Banjo was in the next Super Smash Bros. DLC. We've worked with Nintendo on Rare IP before, no issues." And then when someone asked him if he was still willing to let him in, "Are you still willing to let Banjo and Kazooie appear in Smash Bros.?" His response was just, "Yeah." The substantial evidence part 4. Nintendo and Microsoft have had a great working relationship recently, and if the roster was finalized in 2015, then they were close then since Minecraft for Wii U released in December that year. If it was finalized this year, then Minecraft crossplay was being promoted. That proves their close working relationship. And they have worked on Rare IP before, as stated in the tweet, which makes up for 2016 and 2017 having no specificities, as well as the Mario Mashup Pack and Minecraft for the new 3DS in 2017, as well as probably working on in 2016, which also proves their working relationship. So guys, for those of you guys who don't know, there is now crossplay between Xbox and Nintendo Switch in terms of Minecraft, which is something that's really cool. Now, this means that Nintendo and Microsoft are on extremely good terms, and Phil Spencer, the president, has said that he would allow Banjo Kazooie's inclusion in Smash, so obviously I think that that's just so much evidence pointing towards his inclusion. The substantial evidence part 5. They are popular and there is no denying it. When people say Banjo Kazooie was the Mario 64 spiritual sequel, I, and mostly everyone else, immediately assumed that means it's improved on certain aspects of the game as what sequels do. Even though we don't have the ballot results, we don't need them as we know they scored well on it. They were probably planned to be put in Smash Melee, probably because of their popularity in general. So for those of you guys who don't know, Sakurai did originally intend to put Banjo Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Then they scored high on the Brawl Request ballot, and probably scored high on the Melee one as well. And what I can immediately assume from the fact that Phil Spencer tweeted was that he'd actually think it'd be cool to see how they play. Nintendo probably likes them too, as they let Rare make a sequel. Sakurai probably likes them too, as he likes Minecraft, which features a Banjo Kazooie skin. The conspiracy theories. We know we are not getting a Nintendo 64 Classic, so we might perhaps get a Nintendo 64 Switch Online, which could tie in with a re-release of Banjo Kazooie on the Nintendo 64 Switch Online even later down the line, like with the NES Online adding games over and over, and that question block adds some credence to this theory. In the August Direct, people were seeing Mumbo tokens and a book with Banjo Kazooie on it. It could have just been the imagination or wishful thinking, but nothing or a subtle hint at Banjo Kazooie for DLC. Rare has had some representation in Smash, but it's a bit of a stretch. Diddy Kong and King K. Rool, for example, being proof of this. The supposed reasons against Banjo Kazooie's inclusion. What about the heavily rumored Steve? Well, Steve could be in as well as Banjo, and before someone says they cannot have reps, if Vergaman has said the very stubborn Square Enix could probably get 2 reps, that means that Microsoft could as well. Nintendo doesn't listen to their fans. Like I said, it could tie into a Banjo Kazooie Nintendo 64 Switch Online release, much like Duck Hunt receiving a VC release for the Wii U, and they sometimes listen to their fans. Microsoft is a rival console competitor. Well, if the person who is basically the head of the rival console said that he is fine with Banjo Kazooie's inclusion, then that is immediately out of the question, Banjo Kazooie having no chance as Smash DLC. Thanks for reading. Thank you for reading. I am no way saying Banjo and Kazooie have a 100% chance of being included, but I am saying they are one of the most likely candidates after all the proof I went through. They rival characters like Rayman for likely candidates for Smash DLC. So guys, overall, I'm just going to go ahead and give a few of my thoughts about this just to kind of do a general overview. Now, I've talked about Banjo and Kazooie a ton on this channel, and honestly, I think that as of right now, they have an extremely good chance of being DLC for Super Smash Bros. However, I think that we're only going to end up seeing Banjo Kazooie if we also get Steve. Now, as we know, Nintendo are the people that are choosing all of the DLC characters, and at this point they've already been locked in. And I think it's very safe to assume that we are going to be getting Steve, and I think that getting Steve opens up the doors for Banjo Kazooie. The reason I think we're getting Steve is because Minecraft is one of the most popular franchises, it sells phenomenally on Switch, and it will sell extremely well if it's in Smash Bros. Now, if we did get Steve, then I'm sure Nintendo would be like, hey, if we take Steve from you guys and give you guys a buttload of money to pay for it, could we also have Banjo Kazooie? And Microsoft's gonna be like, yeah, of course you can, just give us some more money. And they'll be like, okay. So then I think that we're gonna get both. Overall though, guys, I think there is so much evidence for Banjo and Kazooie's inclusion that it would be criminal not to bring him into Smash. However, guys, that's just our theory. So special thank you to you, LH. This was a great PowerPoint. And if you guys have a PowerPoint you want me to cover or have any character evidence, please go ahead and message me on my Discord channel because that's the easiest place to contact me. So guys, without further ado, let me know what you guys thought about this in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that Banjo and Kazooie are going to make it into Smash, and would you be happy if they did? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.